Hey, it's going to YouTube, so you know it's best here. This is my Everything Apple video. I'm going to go over some news from Apple, what's next up in line for Apple. Since Apple just announced the iPad not too long ago was going to be shipping late March, but what else can we expect from Apple over the next couple months? Now, the first one is probably the biggest and the more likely one to happen is an update to the MacBook Pro lineup. And basically, this update is really going to be them bringing quad cores to their MacBook Pro or to their ever first laptop. So there's going to be quad core Intel i5 or i7 chips, possibly come i5s in the upper echelon or upper model of the 15-inch model, and they'll probably reserve the i7 for the 17-inch MacBook Pro alone. And so Apple does this, it's going to be a big performance boost to their MacBook Pro lineup. But I don't see anything that's not going to be a design change overall. And if you just recently bought your MacBook Pro, it's not going to be a must-have upgrade. But a lot of people have been waiting out there for this type of upgrade to the MacBook Pros to really it's already a desktop replacement to really put it on board with a lot of other laptop competitors. So this update can actually happen any moment now. We actually got a little scared there. We actually thought it was going to happen this past Tuesday when Apple closed their online store, but all they did was put a DVD in a box called Aperture on there. They closed the whole store for some reason. But we really thought it was going to happen then, but I really think this is something that can happen at any point. They're not going to hold an event for this, I don't think. It's just going to happen in the store. So stay tuned for that. That's a more likely rumor. Second up is the ever so just never-ending rumor about the iPhone coming to Verizon. And so it still talks. Nobody really knows for sure when the AT&T contract with Apple ends. But it looks like this whole new deal with AT&T and the iPad is saying that their relationship is probably going on a little bit longer than what we probably going to expect. But I would think that we would probably still see an iPhone for Verizon this year, possibly get announced at their next big event or at WWDC, which is kind of unlikely, but we're definitely going to be seeing and keeping an eye on this because I don't think it's going to happen very soon. So if you've been holding out on getting an iPhone, and you really don't worry about having the latest version, I think it's pretty much just go ahead and get your iPhone now. It's not going to be coming to Verizon anytime relatively soon, but it will be coming at some point this year, probably not too late on this year, because they probably have a lot of other things they need to work out. And plus, again, nobody really knows the details of the contract with AT&T. So iPhone coming to Verizon will happen probably towards the end of this year. That's what I'm predicting, but we'll keep an eye on that to see where that goes. Now, for existing iPhone users, another big update, because it's been a while since we actually had a substantial update to the iPhone. Now, the iPhone 4.0 software update should be coming relatively soon within the next couple months. They should at least announce it or show some details about it. And this, they actually probably will actually hold their own event for it, and they may talk about some of the new products. But this iPhone 4.0 software update is going to be bringing a lot of cool things to it. I really think it's going to give us some type of design change overall to kind of keep it up to date with all these new operating systems coming out. See some type of expose with be able to use your pages in your all your pages and apps, be able to get to the apps a little bit easier. I think it's going to bring in a lot of changes to calendar, a lot of changes to mail. Those core applications are going to be getting some updated changes, kind of get a little bit more competitive. And we'll probably see there. Now, there's been in the iPhone SDK, if you don't know what that is, that's the little kit that developers use to make applications for the iPhone. People have been noticing some things about support for front-facing cameras, support some other different things. So I think the iPhone 4.0, once we hear that announcement of that update, we'll probably also get some news about the new iPhone as well, since this update will coincide with the new iPhone launching, which is going to happen around June or July. The new iPhone should come out. So the 4.0 software update, it's going to be bringing a lot of good things, a lot of good bug fixes. As far as core features of it, we really don't have any other rumors as far as what exactly is going to be in that update for it. But I'm really anxious for it. But I think a lot of the big updates going to be for the new iPhone coming out, which is definitely going to have some better hardware. Next up, the Mac Pro. For all my Mac Pro owners out there, or Mac Pro want to be owners coming up soon, the Mac Pro should begin to update as well with 6-core processors. So it's going to be a 6-core i9. It's going to be Intel's first. And so you can think about that. You can have 2 6 cores. That's going to be 12 cores total. So that update could come along with the MacBook Pro update as well. Again, that's not an update that you really had a whole event for, but that could come along with the MacBook Pro update as well. What else with Apple? Let's see. They're about to hit 10 billion songs downloaded. That's crazy. So if you want to have a chance to win $10,000 iTunes gift card, you can go to the website right now. Because if you download a 10 billion song, you actually get $10,000. It's pretty cool. And I got a little sidetracked there because I want that money. But anyway, so this is really what's coming up from Apple. Again, as Steve Jobs and Apple are going to be really pushing this iPad, especially at launch, and they have a lot of work to do with the content that's going to be going on the iPad. But the MacBook Pro update is very likely for it. New iPhones software update is going to be coming out, more details coming out of that relatively soon. iPod Touch users wanting the camera. Don't really have any details about that. That may still not happen until September, and then no more iPod event. But I think that's about it as far as what should be coming from Apple relatively soon. So stay tuned for more information about that. We'll keep the details and eye out on that. But thanks for watching. This is So You Knows Best here, and I will catch you later. Peace.